Alright, there we go. Oh, hold on. Something ain't right now. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what it is. Forgot that, you know. There we go. That's my bad. That's my bad. Almost forgot that I was doing Call of Duty last time. But shoot, how everybody doing, man? Yeah, man, we got it. We're gonna be on one of my up and coming characters today. We're gonna be on Mr. AJ Albert Jones. I don't think we ever live screened it or really had any discussions about it, but you know, I own a car dealership in the city here in DVRP. So yeah, I gotta go meet with the mayor today, get some business handled. Didn't have much going on with the governor last time, so got an email from the mayor to try to schedule a meeting to get some things handled. So that's what we're about to deal with tonight. Then we'll also stop by the dealership, run by a couple of the other businesses, and you know, see how that goes. Try not to get pulled over by state. Yeah, man, how everybody doing? Try to follow these road rules and everything. I don't know what it is, but I've just been having... It's been back-to-back days of getting pulled over. I was in earlier this morning trying to test some stuff out and ended up getting pulled over. So... and I got the screen up so I can see everything. Been working with some of my settings and everything. Since I switched up some of my graphics, I've been having a few issues with lagging and different type stuff while in the city. So hopefully, you know, we don't have those issues, you know, through tonight's stream or nothing like that. But yes, this is one of the cars that I had put into the dealership, so I had to buy one myself. Everybody had been getting it in white, so I was like, let me switch it up to something different. Alright, let's head on over. That was a lag. As you can see, they done, if you're, excuse me, man. If y'all been in DVRP before, y'all can see, you know, some of the speed limits have definitely changed a good little bit. So, you know, just gonna try to keep our eye on that, and then keep our eye out for the police, the po-po. While we head over here to the courthouse. If I need to step away to handle the staff report or anything like that, you know, I'll pause the screen and everything like that. But man, y'all tell me how y'all doing. Of course, being a business owner. Actually, this is not the only character that I have that owns a business in the city. This is just the main one that, you know, has a major part in a couple of different businesses in the city. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, it'd be better if I just head straight. But even if y'all only here for a little bit, man, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. You know, leave a comment or something for me. You know, I'm trying to get back into, you know, doing this more consistently. So. We over here like a couple of gamers. Seems like somebody right there from the mayor's cabinet. What they got going on right here? Jeez. Alright, let's get this car parked. Let's see if I can reach it from out here. Yep. Alright.
Jones?
Yes, sir. How you doing today, Mr. Mayor?
Pleasure to meet you, sir. This is my vice mayor and city treasurer. I hope you don't mind if you'll be joining us.
Oh, not a problem at all, man.
Would you like to come inside?
Ah, yes, sir.
That's your access.
How's your day been going?
Good, very
good.
By all accounts.
Oh, Jesus.
It doesn't get any easier.
Terrible weather.
It's the turbulence that I can't stomach.
Yeah, it's been kind of windy here today too. I caught a little bit of that turbulence too.
Well, there's been a big snowstorm on the East Coast, so a big blizzard. So there were flight delays, and it's just quite an exhausting experience.
Thank you very much for coming to see us, sir. Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. Definitely. No, we got to make sure we're in compliance and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, as I say, PDM is in compliance. We're registered. It was just employee roster that might be a bit out of date.
Yeah, I did get that updated, and I did receive an email about some taxes that were owed. I think it was like 57,000 or something. So.
Oh, that actually went through.
Yes, so I was going to go ahead and try to get that taken care of today while I could as well.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, it's only 50 grand. We could tax it if the treasurer is okay with it.
Well, if that's cool with the treasurer, I don't mind. I came prepared to pay it, and if there's any tax relief on it, I'll definitely take it. That's more I can put into the business, into the citizens.
What are you saying this is?
Yeah, it's as we discussed earlier. So whatever's been discussed on a good faith, then obviously the treasurer's going to support that.
Well, there's another matter. We'd like to offer you a loan for your employees. We would very much like you to hire more people at PDM. we
Yeah.
need to subsidize that.
Okay. Is there any? I know there's a job fair tomorrow. Is there any
Yes,
way I could possibly get there and try to recruit?
absolutely. That would be wonderful.
Okay. Not a problem.
Can't
That would
promise
be
the
great.
turnout's going to be great. We don't know what that's going to be like, really. But we're trying to get as many people as we can anyway. But I know people are struggling to hire more employees. PDM especially isn't hiring at the moment. But,
We've been sorry about that. We've been hiring, but it's just a matter of trusting and stuff like that. I have had employees that do not follow the rules, and we kind of had to slowly let them go.
I know what that's like.
So
So when you say when they're not following the rules, what do you mean by that exactly?
so for PDM, I do have like certain things, to make sure that not only all the customers taken care of, but you also got to look out for the business and stuff. So I right now, I can say this with y'all here, but like right now, we currently have customers that seem to have gone what the military calls AWOL, and they haven't been paying their financing. So like right now we have
employees giving out too much finance.
Yeah, so like right now we're $3 million and $3 million on standstill for people that don't even come back home to pay off their loans.
They just eloped out the sit out instead of filing.
Yeah, so
That is. Is there anything we can do to offset that?
I mean, if I could go through my records and find out some of the accounts that were just like well overdue. I was wondering if there was a way if there was like a tax write-off system or something to try to get those out.
Yeah, okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to understand exactly what's going on a little bit more. Obviously, we would like to help as much as we can. However, we're not willing to just give out large lumps of sums out for the sake of doing so. Okay, so it would be in good faith if we can offer like a one-off large sum, but in order for us to do so, yes, it would depend on our understanding of what's going on with yourselves, really. So what we want to do is we would like to see for you to first of all help us understand what's going on, and then for you to help us understand what it is you're going to do about it, and then we'd assess from that understanding how much we're willing to give, because what we don't want to do is give a large sum of money to you to plug a hole. It would be like filling a bucket with holes in it. Do you understand? So
yeah,
there wouldn't be any definitive or there wouldn't be a definitive measurement of how much we want to give if you're not meeting us halfway with it, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So you're telling us that you've had employees go AWOL.
No, not employees. Customers have bought cars on finance.
Okay.
Fucked off out of state. Not paid. No,
okay. Yeah. Okay. So
employees weren't following the rules.
Okay. So it seems like there's quite a few tranches and layers to this. So what I need to do is I need you to try and tighten the screws and get a little bit more control with this. We will help you with subsidization, but what I want to see from you is evidence that you're doing this, that, and the other, and then we will help plug that hole for you. But what we're not going to do is allocate huge amounts of our resources just for the sake of doing so. So if you can provide us something.
But we do want to boost businesses in the city. We are trying to kickstart the economy. So it's definitely something we can do, right?
Yeah. Of course it is. There's always is.
And there's something that I've talked with my employees about. We've changed a lot of things. I know that each citizen has the allotment from most finance companies to finance 4 cars. At our dealership, they have to show a good record before they can just even like finance a third. I think it's a 3 car minimum now. Well, maximum. They can't finance more than 5. I've created a log to try to keep track of that, of who's financing what, how much they have left owed, and the employees kind of got a better understanding of like if somebody's come in and they're on their 3rd car or 2nd car, go back and look at the older records, see are they making those payments. If not, then you either gotta pay that in full or I mean just gotta hit the road on that one. I can't afford to like continue to finance cars and then you're not gonna be there. That's an endangerment to the business.
Exactly. So
that's what Mr. Hughes is worried about.
If
people like that, then it just happen again.
Yeah, if I can interject there. So essentially what we need to do is we would need to do our diligence on you. Before that, you would need to do extensive due diligence on the customers in this case, especially if you're giving the 2nd or 3rd loan or car finance dealership to these people. Then essentially the burden falls on you. And then if you're coming to us to ask for subsidies or help, then we need you to be a little bit more thorough and a bit more ironclad with your customers before we can help you. Because otherwise, if the way you've been conducting business carries on and we're subsidising that, then essentially it's like pissing into the wind, for lack of a better word. Do you know what I mean? So you need to tighten control on your end, and then we can help you from our end. But we need to make sure that those gaps are filled before we can really help you. Well, we are willing to help, but you need to definitely meet us halfway on this. Do you understand? So we're more than willing to do so because you've shown excellent cooperation with the client so far, and that means a lot to us on our end.
PDM is a pillar of the community and has been since I arrived.
Yeah, yes. and I've been trying to boost the morale of everybody. Personally going out, getting new fleets in and making deals and stuff, and bringing new manufacturers into the city. So that's been going great, and that's before doing that. That's kind of when I kind of had to meet with the team and just let them know like we're going to have to get a grip on this financing stuff. One of the main employees I had a issue of that with. He's no longer with us because of that fact, because he almost drained the whole business doing that. So
was that Mr. Abraham?
I want to say yes. And I don't believe he's no longer on my roster. I think I need to I think that was the last person I needed to take off for update.
That's the thing that made me want the update, because I can see Dale's name on there, but I've met him. I was his business partner.
Actually, let me double check and make sure. He's not still on the roster, because he's not supposed to be.
I mean, in the business, this channel. So that's what I'm doing. As I say, that's not a hierarchy. We're not gonna issue. We're not draconian.
No, but also, just on that note, right, is if people are going and siphoning these opportunities and funds from businesses, and they're using those illicit gains to go out and purchase this, that, and the other in the economy, that's also one of the reasons why prices are just so out of control. It's because they're getting away with all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So if they're stealing X amount of money from you guys, and they're going and spending that money elsewhere, then it's driving the competition up too high without any kind of reality behind it, to be honest, with no accountability either. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I completely understand. Oh, I did update that for him, so he's no longer on there. Okay. But yes, I completely understand. That's why we're all grown. We can be able to sit down, talk about these things and try to find that common ground. That not only works for the business sides, but always try to look out for the customers and the citizens as well, making sure we're not doing much damage to them in the process of everything.
PDM has always been corporate. I myself bought most of my cars from your Golf came from PDM.
Which was my first car, actually. I was very happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Matter of fact, I think I might have sold you one of your cars, to be honest.
Yes, more than likely. I was a taxi driver. Do you remember that?
Yep, I do. You was trying to buy that. That car that kind of looked like a Mustang. I remember it.
That's right. Yeah. It seems like a long time ago now. So I've actually got a soft spot for PDM, and I don't want to see it fail. Quite the opposite.
No, actually, we're quite willing to reward businesses that are really compliant with state legislation and the kind of standard that we expect to see from businesses. So it's a case of like just to kind of like give you like a synopsis of the point I'm trying to make here is if employees and customers are trying to siphon off you, then if we're giving subsidies to PDF, then they're going to be siphoning off the state as well. Do you understand? So we just need to like get a little bit more control of that, and then it'll make sure that you guys are basically operating as optimal as possible, and we have that kind of oversight.
But we are also going for a sort of new deal approach. Isn't that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We want to push these businesses. We want to get them going. We want to see more. We want to see hire more people, get PDM open more, sell more cars.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, trust me.
Just between these four walls again, we want to kind of incentivize and help those who are compliant with what we're putting forward as well. Do you know what I mean? So if you're going to go out there and be a vigilante or do everything a little bit more. What's the word, Mr. Mayor?
I'm not sure.
Just ignoring what we're trying to achieve. In that sense.
We just want what's best for your business. We want you to sell more cars, more employees, and definitely want you to come to our jobs fair.
Most definitely. I got more confirmation on my schedule, so I should be around that time. So I'll definitely be out there. Try to see if I can at least have somebody else out there with me. But other than that, for the forefront, I haven't.
Representative in your stead, so that would be fine.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, whenever I have no problem, being the forefront. I always try to help my employees out, try to help my customers, and trust me, I don't mind being, not only just the owner that just sits back, but also the owner that gets involved too. So,
as I say, PDM has been a mainstay. It's always. It's usually been open quite often. It has been for the entire time I've been in this. Which is, more like to be said for a lot of businesses.
Yeah, it's definitely come on.
What can we do? So he's got 3 million gap. How much of that do you think we could fill with a gap with a?
And just to kind of be straightforward, I'm not asking for the full amount. I just need something to kind of feel, just to boost, just because I feel like I feel like we can do more if we did not have that actual gap between the people who just said forget the city.
I'd like to just plug it. I mean, I could do that right now. But all expenses do need to be approved by. my office for.
Fair enough. So if the mayor is talking in the far end of the most optimistic approach to it, I have to be devil's advocate. I have to be pragmatic. I have to be prudent with the coffers and the budget itself. So what I'd like to see from you, good sir, is if you want to, I'd like to meet you halfway with this. Obviously, I don't want to just authorise a full 3 million to plug every gap. What I would like to see from you is to, first, I want you to show good initiative with the jobs fair opportunity tomorrow. Okay, and then secondly, what I would like to do is I would like to see a little bit more of a plan in terms of what you're going to do to help plug the gaps, what's causing the gaps initially. Okay, the more we are able to see from your side means the more we're able to plug the gap from our side. You understand? So in terms of like a moral hazard point of view, I don't want to just give 3 million to you, sir, and then also
PDM. I'm sorry. May I interject?
Yeah, absolutely.
I do believe PDM already has a ban on finance. Is that correct?
I did ban it at one point. We have opened it back up, but I've changed the rule about it. More so the other rule of it is that anything over 300K cannot be financed. That's just outright got to be full price. Anything that's 150, I need at least 50%, and then we can work with anything under that. The minimum is 10%, and we can meet somewhere in the middle between 10 and 50. But yeah, we had to close that gap. We definitely had to close that gap because Mr. Abram financed the car and only took like 10% of it down. So I was like, yeah, that.
Yeah, fair enough. And this is where the problem lies. This is why we have such a large problem with inflation and a lot of that slosh money and black market money just running rampant, causing prices to overshoot. Is because there isn't enough due diligence and there isn't enough leeway and margin down payment on these goods. If you're giving them 10%, then they need to get to 90% to basically run away with. In this case, do you know what I mean? And if you're not chasing it down and there's no accountability, then this also becomes a problem for the state authorities, where we would have to instruct them to chase down these problems and criminals with state funds, essentially. Do you know what I mean? So ultimately, what we have to do is we have to set a standard. We have to be quite harsh in terms of what we're allowing to come to fund from all these different things. But yeah, it's just one of those. We're trying our best from our office just to get control on this.
We could meet halfway, 50%. Okay.
Yeah, so basically, as a ballpark, right? In good faith, we might be able to offer 50%. Okay, but if you're saying 3 million, I might say 2 million. Okay, so 50% on 3 million is 1.5. 50% on 1 million is obviously so 2 million is 1 million. Okay, so what I would like to see from you is, like I said, going back earlier, is I'm going to see a little bit more due diligence from your end on the issues that you've discussed. But from our point of view, what we're trying to do is we're trying to encourage more optimal socio-economic conditions
and economic growth.
It's the economic growth more than anything. Yeah. We don't want to be just outright subsidising your business. Okay, we're going to have to see some initiative from your end, but we are more than happy to help, if you understand.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying a 2 million business grab ounce
No, what I'm saying is I want to see 1 million. I'd be quite happy to sign up for 1 million right now, but if the gentleman can show that he has shown great initiative in the jobs fair, if he's, for example, been able to employ 4, 5, or 6 employees, for example,
That might be
then
that might be a bit
that-
high. We might not get that.
yeah, I know, but the 3 million, in my opinion, is quite high. Okay,
No,
so
no,
maybe even
absolutely. Yeah.
maybe even 2, 3, or 4 in this case.
Do you want to hack
Right.
it down to 1 million then?
No, I'm not haggling
Yeah.
down, right? But initially, it might be good, okay? But if you're able to employ maybe 2 or 3 people, then in a couple of weeks' time or a month's time, then that can be scaled up because you've met us halfway, and then we can meet you halfway. And then it means that if you're getting the subsidies from us because you've made the effort and you're being rewarded from that effort, then in 2, 3 weeks' time, when you're growing, we might be able to subsidise that, and then in turn, you might be able to grow even further, and we'll be able to subsidise even more on top of that. Okay, but what I don't want to do is just give you 3 million on the offset and sign that off. You have 3 million in capital, and then we're not seeing the economic growth because, one, you've not put the effort in, and that cash is just sitting on your books rather than ours, where we might have someone else who's putting the effort in and employed a lot more than you have done, and then we're getting economic growth from that person instead of that business. Do you understand? So we're just kind of we're gauging it on a case by case rota.
But the more the more successful your business is, the more cars you sell, it's the more revenue for us as well.
Yes, but it's also the more growth that they're achieving.
Yeah.
They're getting the profits. The whole economy's getting the growth, and of course we'll be getting the revenue from his success also.
Yeah. So nice. Yeah. Big economic boost.
Yeah. But also we want to use you as a as an example, to be honest, because if he's making good money and he's also kind of like worked in cooperation with us, then it will show that the relationship between the constituents in the business working with our officers is actually a good thing.
Bro, what the?
See why I made him the treasurer.
Yeah. And trust me, I can deal with 2 to 3. Anything over 4 or 5, just because they do the profit that we do make, their commission comes out the profit. So yeah, 5 or 6 would kind of be stalling. So I can commit to 2 or 3.
So let me say this and stuff like that. So I reckon if you were to employ 2 or 3 people, which isn't asking for a lot, that would mean that there are 2 or 3 people who are employed, and then that kind of helps with our socioeconomic objectives, and then we are a lot more lenient in terms of our flexibility to be able to offer the high-end bracket of the subsidies which we've discussed around this table. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let's put a figure on this. So if you were able to employ 1 person, we would sign off on a 1 million subsidy. If you were able to apply 2 people, then that would be 2 million, and then a 3rd person would be 3 million. I think that sounds absolutely fair.
Yeah. Hey, I can
Because
do that.
It's not the money that's important, but it's more
And
the fact that.
a 1 million now to help.
Because-
I agree with that.
Yeah, because my main goal is because I manage at different spots also. So I try to get people in. I try to use PDM as a way of getting them there so they can get started. And
I know.
yeah, oh yeah. I try to use PDM to get them started, but then there's other opportunities. I guess I could say realistically. Because I also manage at a one of the burger shops, fast food restaurants.
Do you mind Square?
Up and Adam. Also,
You're the manager there, or?
well, I try to help them out as much as I can. Lately, my work schedule has not allowed me to do much up and at them. But the mechanic shop in Sandy.
That food goods is something we are desperately trying to pump out there.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get my cousin set up. He owns Hornies, so he's been going out every day and just kind of grinding, making money to kind of fund his business as well. So it's pretty much a family effort right now. Our main goal as a family is really just to take care of the city, take care of the residents, give them more so that they can do more for the community as well.
Wow. It's almost like you've just read from our own playbook.
Yeah. Would you like a job here?
Hey, that's a lot on my plate, man. Because I also work at a realty company and a mechanic shop as well. So I'm at West Coast, and I also manage Hendrix down there in Sandy. So I'm trying to also build the economy, out towards the county as well.
Would you? How would you feel about sorting this out? A apartment very close by to City Hall. Specifically for the mayor's office, and when I leave, the next mayor will then take down. We don't want extravagant. We don't want luxury. We just want as close as possible to City Hall.
Okay.
A bed, a desk, and a couch. That's all we need. Frederick just spoke to diverse realty group, but it fell through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tell me exactly where, and I can get
just as close as possible to the city halls.
Okay.
So essentially, what we're doing, looking for something is in the price range of 400 to 600,000. That would be kind of like generic ballpark.
Okay.
However, if you're able to scratch our backs in this case, then we will certainly look to scratch your back with everything we've
quite hard
discussed
for us to sell to the electorate that we spent taxpayers' money on a luxury apartment.
Yeah, I got y'all. Trust me. I'll be in for a little bit of time, so I could possibly, after we finish up here, today or tomorrow, probably I could, because I've been scouting places over here to build and try to get people more. My goal, like I said, the goal is to try to help the economy. So I've been doing stuff out in Sandy, trying to do as little out here in the city as possible, because if the more you spread out the economy is, people don't just get bound down to one area.
Well, our jurisdiction is mainly in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
So we are very limited.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
there's no government.
In fact, we want
We are
to
taking on some of
concentrate.
this role.
oh yes.
Concentrate as much of our efforts within the radius that we operate in.
The municipality.
Oh yeah.
Precisely. The less time we have traversing, the more time we can focus on restoring the economy and
Yes, sir.
the functionality of it itself.
It would be just quite convenient to have an apartment close by. Just the one. My fare and I can share it.
Okay. All right, I can definitely get that taken care of for y'all. It won't be an issue at all.
As I say, there is no rush on that. This is a low price.
Okay, not a problem.
I would like it before I leave my term. I would like to leave some structure behind the next administration. That's not thinking long. It's not just thinking us here. None of us will be here forever. It's just the
Definitely.
nature of things. But we want to leave a lasting, not legacy, because that sounds like it's about us. But we want continuity. We don't want to see, when we leave, we don't want to see it just collapse again. and it'll go.
Definitely
That's a
understood.
failed state by definition.
Yes, sir. Definitely understood.
So yeah, I'll just go and fetch that grant right now. Just bear with me one moment.
Yes, sir. And matter of fact, I will work on. I think I got a good idea, but yeah, I definitely get that working on for y'all, and then also what we talked about as well with the employees.
Yeah. So if you could be able to put that in there, I think that would be very good. That's a personal favour to him. But also in terms of what we can offer you, is I think it's a nice incentive if we can subsidise based on your success. Okay, so if we use $1 million as a benchmark, so if you able to employ one person, we can certainly subsidise. We can actually subsidise. We'll show the first hand. We'll subsidise you with $1 million if you can employ one person, and if you employ two or a third after that, then we'll subsidise the rest. And then obviously the better you become, the more successful you become, the more we can subsidise on top of that.
Could I have your phone number?
Yes, sir. But yes, sir. Like I said, I think this would be definitely a great partnership in building the economy. And to be honest, I'm glad in this meeting, we could. I would think it would be great. I think it would be very great to start with PDM and helping achieve y'all's goal, and then also my own personal goal as well of giving back.
Our goal is to achieve your goal. We work for you. You are our boss. Make no mistake about it. We consider the electorate to be the ultimate authority, not the governor, not the commissioner.
Ultimately, what we're trying to achieve is we want you to succeed. But a rising tide floats all boats. You understand? So if we do well on our end, then you as a business and electorate do well on your end as well. And then there is that uplifting as a whole to we're trying to achieve.
Yes, sir. Well,
but the mayor has been very, very productive in recent weeks. So
yes,
the reason everything's taking so long is because we're insisting on doing everything by the book legally, and that involves a lot of waiting for the courts. So,
yes, sir.
one thing about the business auction, it is happening. But as I say, we can't auction something we don't know. I'm not starving. I can't unilaterally seize property from the state. So it's just a process. But I can assure you, I've been in communication with the Attorney General. He has already set in motion the corporate.
Yes, sir.
We forecast March, early March, maybe mid-March, the auction. We are going to auction at least 4.
Okay. Nice. Well, hopefully we can get, definitely people are definitely interested in it, and definitely once we get them in, they can help out with, the cause and the movement that is going on. It's good to, see a mayor that's active. So, and
business is thriving. It's an indicator of the economy.
yes, sir.
Slowly pulling cash out of the economy. It is lowering inflation.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
But your money becomes more valuable.
yes, that's absolutely right.
Is there anything else you'd like to discuss, Mr.
No, sir. That was actually all that I had. I just wanted to make sure, everything was taken care of on our end,
Oh, yeah.
and to make sure that we don't have to throw extra stuff on you, so that way you can focus on building the city. So
Ultimately, we have an idea of what we want to achieve, but us helping each other, you actually go out there in terms of you could be an example of what we are actually trying to achieve by the weight of your success. So you essentially are part of the economy, yeah? And then that gets fed back to us. And then with that information, we're able to make adjustments and help wherever we can and wherever it's necessary. So the more people you speak to, the more people you employ, etc., helps us and we help you in that sense. So please don't be shy in discussing essentially what we're hoping to achieve from our meeting today. So yeah, we hope. Well, we're going to see you tomorrow anyway, aren't we?
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it starts at what was it, 6 or 6:30?
We're gonna start it at 5 p.m.
Oh, 5 p.m. That's what it was.
We might not arrive until 6 or 7. Yep. Okay, later,
Yeah, definitely. So yes, I would definitely be seeing y'all tomorrow. Definitely hope to start working on everything and getting people trained.
Absolutely.
That's what we want to see. That's the point. And yeah, we have to make a community event anyway. It's part of my job. It's actually supposed to be my only job. It's considered all this government stuff.
Hey, well,
I just want to get my coat ribbons, man. That's what I would do.
well, it's definitely good to see. We got some leadership in the city that's taking initiative. So
Someone's got to do it.
Yes, sir.
I love this city. I'm going to say it. I genuinely love it, and I believe in it. That's not slimy politician talk. That's
He
from the
really
heart.
does.
I do. I love it. I love the police. I love the people. I just want what's best for them. And I read the Constitution, the whole thing.
yes, sir.
We're in several countries. We're setting up a city council very soon.
Okay.
I wondered if you might be interested in that. If you don't mind, if I ask a personal question, do you have a felony by any chance?
No, not to my knowledge. If they charge me with a felony, I might need to deal with something on the legal
Okay,
end.
well that's perfect. Because you can't hold public office against the Constitution if you can't. So we are setting up an 8-man council, which is constitutionally required. They need to be elected, but before they are, I can appoint it as an interim council. So you don't have much. You wouldn't be able to legislate, you'd still be able to vote against me or for me, or how it works. Right? And I wondered if you'd be interested in that. All you'd need to do is come to a meeting for 20 minutes once a month. Sit here, vote yay or nay on a few things.
Okay.
We'd pay you a salary for that. We haven't sorted the budget out for that. And I was going to a point. As many people as eligible. We have an 8-man council. The mayor, myself, the chairman of that council. And once that's done proper, once I got you all elected as councillors, now we have a municipal legislative body that's actually start writing laws.
Okay.
And that's and there's nothing anyone can do to stop us because it's a constitution. It's in the Constitution.
Well, that definitely sounds
One
great.
of my main goals. It's actually what I ran. The platform I ran on was constitutional compliance. I promised that I would set up this council. So I want to appoint 8 interim councillors. And bang, run elections.
Yes, sir. Well, that definitely sounds. Yeah.
You are perfect. You are a businessman, pillar of the community, but not a fellow. You would be an ideal counsel.
Yes, sir. That would definitely be something I definitely would definitely consider, and probably would definitely take that offer.
Perfect. As I say, they are supposed to be elected positions, but that is something we're going to have to sort out.
Yes, sir.
We've actually got enough people.
Yes, sir.
But we can do interim. I can appoint you as an interim counsel. So that's great. That's 1, 2, 3 people who are willing to do that. Just 5 more.
Yeah. Ultimately, we're trying to just level the playing field a little bit more.
Okay.
Probably the one you to sort out that apartment as well, because as I say, all expenses must be approved by his office. We sometimes argue about this, but that's the point of democracy.
I'm very stringent about this.
Most.
In fact, I'll be grilling the mayor over breakfast tomorrow.
Yes, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
In fact, it usually comes down to whether we should be adding more hash browns and tomatoes to our breakfast. But we usually conclude that the least amount of mushrooms is better.
I think we've taken up enough of Mr. Jones' time now.
Indeed. But we will see you tomorrow, then, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir. You definitely will.
Absolutely. So if just remember what we discussed in the meeting before. Just to conclude our meeting, so on a preliminary basis, we're willing to offer up to £1 million in subsidies on the basis that you think you will employ at least one person.
These are ongoing per month.
Yeah, of course. Thereafter, an additional £1 million will be allocated if a second.
But we should cap it at 5, though. You said, right? So. We won't be able to afford the employees of us.
No. So essentially, what we want to do is we want to act as like stabilizers for businesses who's trying to ride a bike. So essentially, we'll add the stabilizers, but the more successful you become and the more you're able to ride the bike, we'll slowly take them away until it gets to a point where you're able to ride the bike quite efficiently on your own, and you would need our support.
Although PDM has been going up quite well without stabilizers for a while.
Yeah, that's. Trust me, that
business.
Yeah, trust me, there was a time where, well, we hit that rough spot, but we bounced back. We all put our heads together, and
Well, that's a testament to your business acumen.
So, yeah, if you believe in something and you keep your head down and keep fighting for it, it all turns around.
Absolutely.
I think I heard Warren Buffett say something like that before.
Yes, sir.
Well, good night to you, Mr. Jones.
Yes.
All right.
See you tomorrow.
Definitely. Y'all be safe, and thank y'all for what y'all do for our city. Okay.
And if you ever want to speak to us about anything ever, please don't hesitate to see you again.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
Either me, myself, or.
All right. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I won't take up too much more of y'all time, and I will be reaching back out to you on that apartment for you. Okay.
I'll also send you a letter regarding the council.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jones.
Oh, you're very welcome. Y'all have a great night. Be safe.
You too.
Thank you. All right. secured a little bit of that gap. Most definitely. I'm going to continue to work on that. I'm going to run over here by the dealership actually. Ain't you fine? Alright, let's get in our car. Let's head over here to PDM real quickly. Check on the dealership and everything. Car looks good at night.
Oh!
All right. I probably should have actually stayed in that middle lane, but oh well. Oof. I don't know what that is. It just dropped my FPS, but that is wild. Oh, I'll fix that later. Alright. Store that. Yeah, man, y'all welcome to the dealership. the door open. Yeah, man, we got a good amount of cars and everything in here now. Nice G-Wagon here. I still got to get somebody to sell me this Regal.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I still got to get somebody to sell me this Regal. Alright. So I'm not walking around with 1 mil on me. Alright, so let's go ahead and deposit. Alright.
What the fuck is shit not gonna do?
Alright, yeah. Matter of fact, oop, wrong thing. Oops, my bad. Alright, let's go ahead.
What the?
Oh, I'm on the wrong job. Alright, let's switch over to PDM real quick. Alright. Go ahead and get this opened up.
Fuck. Bro, come on now, come on.
I got food on me. Oh, darn, that's right, I did. Oh, okay. So we may end up having to leave and go grab us something to eat, probably. right, man. Let's see what we got. Hey, already got somebody up here. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? Hey. All right. Well, you can go up next to one of these, or go over here by this arrow to my right. See what all we got on the lot. Alright, let's see what we got. Where we keep gonna be on. Alright, so what y'all on out there today? While we waiting on him to pick out him a vehicle. Tell me what y'all on. Sound like PD on. He going crazy right now. Oh. I feel like, hey, I want to see a dead body, ain't it? Alright, man. Let me go ahead and get them to, get you all shined up, get the paperwork ready, and then, be about a minute.
Alright, y'all got a blue one like this or a black one?
Okay, I can get it to you in black. Alright, let me go get the
car off and I'll be right back.
Alright, let me go get this paperwork started for you.
Alright.
Alright. Let's go ahead and get him situated. That one is I want to say it's the GLE. Wasn't it the GLE? I think it was. I'm going to double time in my suit real quick. I forgot how it was put in. Yep, the GLE. Alright, so let's go ahead and place this order. Let them get them all shined up and everything. Get his paperwork together. Give him his options on whether he want to finance or does he want to pay that one out. Ain't no one on out here. I just seen a tow truck. Alright, man, I'm gonna get you right back at. Alright. Alright, not a problem. Alright, and I already got that GLE in. Alright.
Yeah, God, I know me, nigga. Give me a cent, motherfucker. The fuck out of here and blow the whole gas seat.
That's crazy work.
Okay, understood. Got that.
Yeah, nah, but
Asshole.
heck nah.
What the fuck?
Alright, man. On the GLE, you paying that one out, or how did you want to do that one?
Yeah, I'm going to sign off.
Alright, and you said black, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm about to send that paperwork over to you now for that one. Alright, let me know if everything look good.
This game be cheating.
To my knowledge, you can. I haven't seen anybody get pulled over or heard anybody get pulled over for not being able to have one. To my knowledge, yeah, you should. I need to get me one. Maybe then I'll know a little bit better.
Let me go drop this one at the shop and then I'm gonna come back and take the other one.
All right, I got you, man. No problem.
Fuck, that should have went in.
No problem. Take about 5,000. I go to the store and grab me something to eat after I sit here in this one. But for right now, let me get a little something to drink in my system. Go. Not you living the dream, man. Just living the dream.
Oh, my neck.
My first time ever seeing my screen in 1440p. It actually looks good. On this phone for right now. I'm gonna check some.
That should have went the fucking the entire fuck. Man, this game be cheating, I swear. Move out the paint now.
While we waiting on him to get back, man, how y'all doing out here? Yeah, just waiting around, man. Man, this whole time I thought I was out here screaming on TikTok, man. Yeah, man, what's good with y'all though?
Went right on there. Man, this might be a little close game, but that should have went in. Man, this game no good on what he's doing.
Definitely different being the owner, bruh. Definitely different. So normally, I be out going handling some other business right now. But, you know, this thing do look nice though. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh. Nah, come on, what? I'm wait to the end.
What ain't gonna do though, there ain't gonna do.
Fuck! I'm being too loud. Is this still live stream? Oh, sorry. Tell him I said something.
That sounds like the fire department, actually. Yeah, they got the fire department out today, boy. Oh yeah, we out here. They live, boy. Hey. Which one? Which one? Alright. Well, while we gonna sit here and wait for him, hope we don't pass out because of hunger. I could have went and got me some food real quickly. Actually, I need to go to the restaurant. I'll be back. Alright, one sec, peeps. Make sure I don't fall out. Spam 1 in the chat if I'm about to die because of hunger.
Oh, dang.
Alright, still alive. After this, we'll go check on the restaurant on our other soul, and then, ain't gonna be on for too much longer. Gotta get out in the morning, so, well, realistically, in a couple more hours, so. Alright, so wait, man, I need this man, come on. Get some big PNC. something to eat for real before I pass out. Why? I don't need to pass out. Definitely don't. We'll take the Tahoe. I think the Tahoe over here. Yeah. Well, never mind. The Tahoe need gas. And I definitely did not go put gas in the last time. Look at him over there. Just look at him. Look at him. Just look at him. Go ahead and grab some snacks real quick. Something to snack on really quickly. Guess we eat egg sandwiches and Coke today. Need to eat, go ahead and eat one of these egg sandwiches. it's scene remove. Yeah, scene remove. I'm gonna give him a couple more minutes now. Man, if I could sell this car to myself, I would, bro. So these some of the ones that, you know, work to have put in. I still got this. Got this joint. I don't even know if they done fixed this shit. Oh, got this. This the Tahoe I got. Yeah, some have to really go out and just put the fenders and stuff on. But man, got this black wing. Y'all done seen the Regal out on the floor. This is the Explorer he ordered. Got this Vic in here. The Q50, you know, got the G-Wagon. The car I've been driving, stuff like that. We got a whole little thing over here. Yeah. Got this Stinger in here. That thing is fast. Oh yeah. I gotta get this. Yeah, I definitely gotta get this. Put the test drive in.
Ooh, I got hot fast. Damn. Why you tell me that thing get hot? Why you tell me that thing get hot? Ooh, I got hot fast.
So we got our post up for tomorrow. Yeah, once we do this, like I said, I'm gonna go check on the restaurant on my other phone, and then make sure that's good to go, and then we're gonna probably call it at that point. Like I said, I gotta be up in about, what's it, 4-5 more hours, so we'll see. We will definitely see. It's the final countdown. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, I think I can just go ahead and close up the shop. up out of here. Alright. Let's get them back to the house real quick and then we'll work on I won't pay attention. Honestly, might not get to the restaurant, to be honest. Alright, people. That's gonna conclude this live stream, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, wasn't too eventful, but you know, just us popping out. You know, running business, trying to come up with ways to make business better, and then you know, also get to a point where you know, business can operate in a manner that I want it to. So yeah. So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and end tonight's live stream. Like I said, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. Like, we're gonna have different content. This is just a little something. Just you know, get back in the mood, get back to you know, doing this more consistently. So, all right. But again, appreciate y'all. We'll check you next time. Y'all be safe. Stay positive, keep focused, and don't let anything distract you. A lot of things now I've learned they're definitely not even worth the reaction. So y'all stay peaceful, stay blessed, and hope to see y'all on another screen, man. All right, about to check out from you.
Listen, I just bought a killer new accordion. Yeah, you should totally come over and try it out. Oh, we'll definitely write a badass sea shanty. That would be so fucking amazing. See you soon.